Okay, so today we're going to be going over some of the nail art tools that I use and how I use them. Um, Obviously, we have brushes, there's fan brushes, this is a small striper brush, and then there's fine detail brushes. There are dotting tools. These, as you can see, come in many different sizes. These are actually double-sided. So I've got a bunch of different sizes. And then stamping. Stamping can be very tricky or it can come naturally. Really depends on the polishes that you use and sometimes even the plates. A lot of people use the Konad Special Polish. This is made specifically for stamping. There are other polishes that you can use. I know that Sally Hansen's Insta-Dries work really good. I use for black, I use just a Nail Nation 3000 Basic Black, which I actually have on here. This is one coat. And sometimes if my if my Konad's not on my desk, I go to the Nail Nation Basic White for stamping also. And then there's different kinds of stampers. There's also a larger square stamper and there's squishy stampers. This one you can find with a couple plates in a scraper at Walmart and a whole bunch of different places. I personally don't like the stamper. Sometimes I use it if I'm using like a lighter polish to stamp with because obviously if I use it on this it's harder to see. But this is from the Salon Express kit. And then, so those are stampers, and obviously there's the small stamper or there's large stampers with smaller ones on the end. I still have stuff on this one. And then most of the kits come with a metal scraper like this. Some of them now come with a plastic one that's similar to this. I just use an old gift card. It works just the same, and I don't get, some people like using the plastic cards over the metal cards because metal ones can leave scratches on your plates, which doesn't affect the plate at all. It doesn't affect the image. It's a cosmetic thing. Some people don't like it. Some people don't mind it. I don't mind it either way, but this is always the one that I have because look at the size. I like it strictly for the size of the scraper. So I know that no matter which way I'm scraping, I'm covering the whole image with the gift card. So first I'm going to show you, and hopefully I can actually do this on camera. I've never tried to do a stamping tutorial on camera. Generally I just tell people to go see Gina, so guess what? Because she's like the stamping guru. It really does not take a lot of polish to stamp. Like I'm just going to do that little bit, and then you see that I have the puddle still there. Set that to the side, scrape it, and then quickly push down, lift up. See, there's the image. And then the trick to getting the image on your finger is to roll it on. I kind of smooshed up a little bit, but there you go. And then you just take, let's see, what didn't go on your nail is still on the stamper. Sorry, I'm a little ill-prepared. I didn't have my cotton ball with acetone ready. Then you want to clean off the plate real good. And make sure you clean off your stamper. So that is stamping. You always want to make sure that you pick up the image promptly so that the polish doesn't dry on here. If that happens and you're not quick enough, you'll see that you'll go to stamp and there'll be nothing on the stamper. So that's stamping. Next, we'll move on to, and I'm just going to use this as a palette, and I'm going to use acrylic paint because if I mess something up or want to erase it easily, I can. Well, I'm showing you some of the nail art techniques that I do. And I'm doing black and white just because I think that it's kind of easier sometimes when it shows up on camera. So I'm going to take a dotting tool, one of my smallest dotting tools, and with the black, I'm going to show you how I do hearts. So I'm just dipping in just a little bit. You can see there's not a whole lot on there. And then let me zoom in a little bit here. So take just a little bit of the paint and touch and then drag a little bit. See how it's not focusing. That's right, I'll show you in a second. And then the same thing on the other side, touch and then touch and then drag. And you get a little heart. You can do the same thing with to make little birds, or even to do a mustache. You touch in the middle and then drag out. Kind of gives you a little bird. Not very good bird, but or it could be an eye. I'm gonna wipe this off here, and then obviously you can do just the standard dots and cascading, and that's just by, show you that again, just dip it into and then just continue to touch and a line down. Oh, wrong side. You can make, I mean, that's about it for what I do with dots. There's another big heart. For like the fan brush, for instance, there's different things that you can do. Let me zoom back out here with the fan brush. If you take just along the middle here, take just a little bit. And you can see I got a little bit on there. And kind of make some wispy lines. You can overlap colors with the wispy lines that you do. Wipe off the brush here, get a little bit of white. I'll go back over. For the fine brushes like this, You can do lines with them. You can do, I mean, the possibilities really are endless what all you can do with these. Like I can take and I can fill in and make my stamping a little bit darker with this fine brush. You can draw lines. Obviously, my lines are not real straight, looking kind of crooked, but the point is still there. That's with the liner. With this one, again, I mean, really possibilities are endless as to what all you can do. Practice does make perfect. I haven't tried really doing, let me zoom back in so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I haven't really tried doing a whole lot of freehand because I don't really have a whole lot of time to practice it a lot of times. But I mean, you could do just about anything. Those that know how to draw really well will generally excel in doing stuff like this. Because they already know what they're doing. So, and there's different, like I said, there's so many different possibilities as to what you can do with brushes and dotting tools. If you don't have a dotting tool, you can actually make one using, I mean, you can use the end of a paintbrush. Right here. You can use a needle, you can use, I mean, the possibilities are endless. So, there's how I use my nail art tools. Clean that one up just a little bit. There you go. And then you just top coat it and you're done. So, thank you for watching. If you liked this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up below and comment if you'd like to see any other techniques. Thank you.